I don't even know how many times we tried to do this. This has been a ball ache, hasn't it? Let's get this up now. Oh, down. So this computer's too old to do bloody YouTube now. It sent me a warning. I've been sat here messing with this nonsense all day. Blooming heck. Let's get this sorted. It has been so slow. But we're working now, so we're going to get this working. Look, there's our picture. We're in. There we go. Cordillera and Ares, how are you today? It's great to see you. I need some more lights in here, don't I? If this is going to be a thing that we're going to do in future. But we will get it sorted. And now it's working. You're muted. I will type. Oh, capitals. How are you? Da 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 da. That's not right. I'm sat in God's den saying hello to people. So if you can't hear me, there's a gap, look. A little gap. 3 people in here and only one saying hello. What's going on? If you're waiting for something from God, it's coming. Christian. So today, I'm glad you're fine. Good. Did you have a happy birthday? Wrong way around. I mean, Matt, glad to see you without props. I know, just here, look, just doing it. Lamb. Ball. Giving someone's address out here now. That's a goodbye from me. So I'm here. Ram jams! Camera's over there, look. I'm going to set this up. This is a real shit tip here. But gotta go already. In and out straight away like that. I'm going to get all this looking good. I need some lights, don't I? And a better camera and a better system. This is not good. But it's working. It's working, but it's not great. WS 3. I know, that was a quick visit, wasn't it? From Rants. In, out, gone. Like a rocket. So I'm going to sit here all day and work so that you can see me. See that God actually does have a job. Albeit it's a weird job, but it's a job. Blue XL. So, got to pop into this room for a second. Back again in the land of heaven. Messing about. It's quiet. The chat is quiet. But there is a good reason why we're trying this today. Because this channel has got to get better. And if making it get better means that we need to get a little program schedule going. So that's what we're going to do. But to do that, I need this computer here working, and I need that computer that's right over there working, and I need that working that's over there, and I need all right, Jet Jew boy, you all right? I'm currently banned from Twitter, so that's why I've been very quiet this week or last week. I got quite a soft ban and a warning, and then they found something that I said a long time ago that they didn't like, and they dug that up and kicked me off. Where would I have put sellotape? Yeah, it is. It's getting irritating. I agree. It's getting fucking irritating. I don't know what the deal is with them, right? The whole thing about it was that it was supposed to be an open discussion without any side to it. But now it seems like if we don't think how the office of Twitter think, then they don't want us there. This week they've got, this last couple of months really, they've started getting rid of the best people on Twitter. I don't know where anything is anymore. This will be the first time anybody's seen the shithole that is God's office at the minute, but eventually this is going to turn into a shop. So I'm just trying to get jobs done and make it nice. I don't know who Helen Grantley is. I might know them by their ID name, but I don't know them by her app name. Tell me who that is. It's just getting more and more restrictive. No, fucking ammo. Where are they? Let's see that. Right, I will check that out. I don't know what will happen to that community really, because the whole thing about it was that it was funny. It was funny. Nobody goes there because they want to be educated or listen to somebody talk shit. They go because it's funny. And people like to have a bit of fun. Anyway, so it's all gonna be tits up, isn't it? So I mean, it won't ever die, I don't think, but it's not good, is it? Because all the best people that I followed were probably the rudest people. And And now that's just getting to the point where everybody's got to be careful what they say. And it's not free speech anymore. And I tried to move over to Gab as well, but Gab is rubbish. All these stupid pillocks like, well, not Tommy Robinson, but what's the guy InfoWars wanker called? Can't remember. He's like, yeah, and all get on to Gab. Well, you're all on there on your own, and you look like idiots talking to yourselves. So, load of crap. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's load this up first. Are you mad? Yeah, it was a good place to vent. Paul J. Watson, that's him. Then the other guy, Alex Jones, he's nuts and all. I think Alex Jones is a flat earther. A flat earth nutter. Looks like I've got all the time in the world to piss around here, doesn't it? But I haven't really. I have actually got a real job, and this is it. Oh, well, this is part of it. I was keen on BitChute and PewTube as alternatives for YouTube, but they just don't work very well. Yeah, they don't work. I think they've got to be careful that they don't copy what's going on here, haven't they? So they don't want suing, so they try and cut out some things. But what they cut out, usually what they cut out is the best bit. Don't cut the good stuff out. Get rid of the shit stuff. Woohoo! Ow! I tried another one as well. Not PewTube. What's it called? Hang on, I'll find out for you in a minute. I'm right here. Yeah, I tried another pretend YouTube as well. Rubbish. Yeah. It'd be cool if I could post images in the chat live. Yeah, I agree. I think that sometimes, but then now the chat's sort of streaming all the time, even when you play the video back. Slippery fish! Are they all right? When you play the video back, it now shows you in real time what the things were said in chat. So they can't allow you to put pictures in because people will be deleting weird pictures all the time. You'll get people spamming nonsense in there. So I think that's why they can't do it. But the other pretend YouTube thing I went to, I'll tell you when I get back on Twitter. I think I get back on Twitter on Saturday. It's giving me this countdown. So I keep getting emails off. I'll tell you when I get back on Twitter what it is. And that's equally as crap as all the other things that people have tried to do. I don't know why. Joss Master, you all right? Dropped a like. Thank you very much. Love you for dropping a like. And really enjoy it when you share on Twitter that God's awake, because I'm not allowed on Twitter until Saturday. So bloody yeah, a ban for nothing really. And yeah, I'll tell you what that other video thing is. But again, it's rubbish. Oh man, yeah, what a great draw! How good is that? We couldn't have wished for anything more to get Roma and get them at home. It was just so good. All right, Graveman. All right, Jackson. Yeah, so Yeah, there is no replacement for this yet, and I don't know why someone like Tommy Robinson or someone, not Infowars because they're bonkers, but somebody along them lines, somebody who does get vilified on here. Why have they not used their power to start their own? Thank you very much for leaving a like. What am I doing? I'm today. This office, which has been my office for 4 years now. It's quite big. You can't. I'll show you another day when it looks nice. But I've been sat in this office now for 2 years, all on my own in this giant office. And about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I decided that sitting in this giant office is not economical. So I'm tidying it all up, and it's going to become a shop. So that's what's happening right now. Slowly, over the next month, I will be making this into a shop, but I have a lot of stuff to clear out. So that's what's happening right now. I'm sat at work making and designing for people. I wish I could tell you who I was doing designs for this morning, because I'm so, out of everything I've ever done, I was more excited about the small job that I did this morning for somebody, and big kudos, but they can't be associated with God, so I can never tell you. That's oh, please be associated with God, the good one. How have we been going, right? With well, there's 6 people in here now. How have you been going with your followers on YouTube? And I'll tell you why I've asked that, because I got up to 500 last week, and then overnight lost 50, and then I got up to 500 again, to 504, overnight lost 10. Then I got to 650 yesterday and went back, and in the morning I was at like 645. So what is the deal with like getting followers and then I'm disappearing overnight? What is that? What's going on? I don't want to be losing people, but if they came and they actually subscribed, I'm sure that they subscribed because they wanted to see what shit I were doing. I don't know. Maybe I upset them. I am an entrepreneur, so I design, I make things, I start businesses, and I own some things. Yeah, I think so. I think sometimes with the whole the community that me and you are in at the minute, I think there is a lot of people subscribing to you to get subscriptions, and then when you do it, at the end of the day, they just get rid of everybody who's subscribed to them. I'm sure that's what's going on. LOL's in the house. LOL's. Should I play LOL's some of my song that I'm writing for her, or should I wait until it's finished? I don't know the words, so I'd be making it up, but it's pretty close. I've got a good idea what I'm doing. If you can't hear this, it's because the camera's stood right over there on a microphone stand. Papaya. See, I remembered how to pronounce it because you told me on whenever it was. Was it last Tuesday that I saw you when I was at the football? Papaya cooking. How are you? What am I doing? I was just explaining. This is my office. It's a big building. I won't quickly show you because I need to get this done. But I'm in my office, and this is going to become not my office anymore. It's going to become a shop. So I need to complete a lot of jobs and get ready for this becoming a shop in the next week or so. And I've still got to complete all my orders for my customers. And everything's upside down and I've lost everything. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making this into a shop. Oh, is it? Make you one. Yeah, oh, 'tis Lisa's in, look. Morning, William Bennett. William Bennett, it sounds quite regal, does that name, doesn't it? Lord William Bennett. Oh, it's hot. Give that another blast. Yeah, where were you this morning? Yeah, lols. When Lisa got up early and you didn't turn in, what are you going to sell in the shop? Workwear and like work gear. High vis nonsense. That's what's going to go on. Safety enthusiast. Yeah. I had a late morning today, unfortunately. YouTube is strict supporting reciprocals. Once you unsupported the number also. Yeah, they've been a bit brutal, which is sort of not what this is about. I don't know if anybody has ever seen my original YouTube videos before I left. So the one that sort of made me leave, I started getting death threats on it, which was something about God that didn't go down fantastic. It got 120,000 views, and at the time YouTube wasn't very strict, so they just let it slide, and it got 20,000 views, and it started making money off it, and it got on a Brazilian TV channel, and I got a lot of death threats off it. So I decided I didn't need the hassle and I couldn't be arsed with it. So I sacked it off. Well, now that channel, although it was quite big, that channel has had maybe 2,000 views in the last year for something that was quite, not viral, but viral in them days. So there you go. Yeah, the 60-second rule. I've seen it. The 60-second rule, it's a true thing. Because if they don't watch it for 60 seconds, especially the community that we're involved in at the minute, they'll clean you out. What was the old channel? The old channel, I don't know if you'll be able to find it. I'm sure if you search, you'll be able to find this. It was that or that. I'm sure there'll be videos still kicking around if you search for that. But they removed all the followers. I think there's one video in there that that still has the big amount of viewings on it. But very strange to come back to YouTube and there's all these new rules, and you know you've got to have so many views and so many followers. But it was never like that in sort of 2005. So There was sort of no rules. Or you couldn't put porn on. That's why this is shit. Go on, man. Go on, fella. Build that shed. I think I'm going to be here all afternoon completing my jobs. Yeah. Well, I don't. In the UK, religion is not a big thing. We're a very small percentage of people believe in religion, whereas in America it's completely opposite. It's still a big deal, isn't it? That's because we're a more advanced country and we've been around longer. So just nipping next door. If anybody wants a brew, I'm going to put kettle on. Red 11. Where did all those? Yeah. Well, America's got. It's more advanced in. It's got more than everything, hasn't it? It's got more of everything than every other country, but the thoughts and views are very archaic. So, child. The gun thing is the one that surprises me. The gun thing is absolutely crackers. Like there is a whole community of people that die to keep guns. It's ridiculous. In the office with God. Large. Oh, come on. I've no stock of anything today. Your country bumpkin values, I'll go with that. It is, yeah. Double XL, no. Down here. This place is a dump and it's irritating me now. Country bumpkin. Yeehaw! White, grey, large. I thought like every single person in America had a gun. Jesus, I've got some buying to do today. XXL. No! Another fail. So what's everybody else doing today? Because I am sat here working all day. There will be no gap in my day today, I don't think. Lisa, where are you from, Lisa? Get in there, William Bennett. Feed the kids. I remember doing that when I'll just pick up on that first. 2 guns. Who needs 2 guns? That is just, I don't know. I remember feeling the most political town in the UK. Where's that? I remember feeding kids and getting up at ridiculous hours in the morning and thinking, why don't they do this quicker? Is there not a thing where you can just make them eat this quicker, drink this milk quicker, for fuck's sake? The most political town in the UK has got to be like, I think you're from Ireland, so I think Belfast. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. I'm just going to grab something, and then I'll tell you a little story about Ireland. Right. So my family are all. We might be at war after I say this, might we? When my family are from Irish descendants, and a proper true Irish name, and then some of them settled in Liverpool. Some of them settled in Liverpool, and then some of them thought, well, Liverpool's a shithole, and so they moved over to Yorkshire, and that's sort of the history of it. So, so I have Irish descendants, and all my family are Catholics, and me and my brother were the first people in our whole family to turn and say, this cannot be true about religion. And it didn't go down very well at all. From Ireland to Yorkshire, it's a good move. It's a good move. If you get a chance, make that move. So we were brought up to a very young age as a Catholic family, and my mother and my father split up, and my mum used to send us to what were called Sunday school, which is where the little kids go, and they go to Sunday school. Well, adults go and do God worshipping and stuff. All right, Showbaz, multi videos, how are you doing? So one day, me and my brother, who's 2 years younger than me, were sat in Sunday school, and the priest was telling us a story. It's not a proper priest; it's a pretend kiddie priest, probably touching and that. And they were telling a story from the Bible. Okay, so you've heard them a million times. There's only 10, 15 great stories. So we got home, and my brother was about 3 years old, and we went up. My mum had gone home already. She was in bed, not feeling well, and my brother came into the room and he goes, "Mum, I don't want to go to Sunday school anymore." And she went, "Well, you've got to go to Sunday school. That's what we do with Catholics. You go to Sunday school and you go to church." And my brother said, "I don't want to go anymore, and I'm not going." And she said, "Well, why don't you want to go?" And he said, "Because they're lying to us." And my mum said, "Well, what do you mean?" And he said, "Well," I won't tell you which story it is, but he said, "This cannot possibly happen." I'll tell you what story it is. Okay, so it's a snake talking, and he goes, "Snakes don't talk. Snakes can never talk. They've never been able to talk. It's a lie." And she said, "If you don't want to go, you don't have to go." So me and my brother said, we're not going to school. We're not going to Sunday school or church anymore." And the ripple around the family around where we've all moved to Yorkshire was immense. It was like, if they're not going to be religious, they can't come and visit us. We can't have them in our house. So we were the first atheists in the family, me and my brother. And he's 2 years younger than me. So I was 5 and I got educated by my 3-year-old brother. So there you go. All right, awesome sauce, Breezy. How are you doing? Free candy. Yeah. You know what the free candy's for? It's got Rohypnol in it. So that's the story. So that was the road to being an atheist. Now, I'll tell you something else. Hello, Kaylee Rebel. So then I'll tell you something else, which is a bit more revealing. On Twitter, I'm God the Good One on Twitter. I know I'm in a little ban at the minute, but I'll be back. It'll be all right. About 34,000 followers. Jet Boy will tell you. It's a good account. It's quite busy. What I'm making is, it's sort of rude t-shirts I'm doing today. So on Twitter, I'm God. Well, now there's another big account that's Satan. Now, I don't tell anybody about it, but I'll tell you, it's sort of time. Satan is my real life brother. So I'm God and he's Satan. But people who, yeah, well, could you find me on Twitter? Because I don't know if I'm even findable in the search while I'm banned. I'm back on Saturday anyway, and I'm kicking up dust. I tell you, I'm kicking up dust. So what were I going to say to you there? I don't know. Oh, so some people who follow me, some people who follow me on Twitter think that I am the same person who is doing Satan because we've got the same sense of humour and we put the same abusive stuff on. But I'm not. The actual fact is Satan is my brother in real life. So not Satan, the guy who is Satan. Yeah. So the reason I got banned, well, I thought at the beginning of this week, I thought it was something else, but it wasn't. What actually, the actual truth of it, what actually happened was the kids who were in the school shooting in February in America went out and started doing protesting against the sale of firearms to people. So I'm with that. I don't like guns. I think it's bonkers that anybody's got a gun unless you're hunting. Yeah, you've got to follow Satan. As soon as I get back on Saturday, I'll tag you in. So the people from this school started protesting about the sale of assault rifles, which is fair enough. Who needs an assault rifle? It's crackers. So I give them quite a bit of support. And the NRA, which is National Rifle Association, which is sort of some sort of governing body or some sort of club for people who like guns, they actually did a protest against the kids who were coming out against assault rifles. And I thought that was absolutely disgusting. That these kids had lost 15 of their friends that were all children, and the NRA thought it was all right to go and protest at one of their rallies. It's not all right. You know, if I'd have been there, I would have been right at the front of that group attacking the NRA. That's absolutely crackers if you think that's good. So what I said was, why don't they shoot them? Ironically, I said, why don't they shoot them? And then see how they feel about guns. See how their families then feel about guns when a big amount of the NRA have been wiped out by kids with guns. See what that feels like. Twitter banned me straight away. There was like a cooling off period where there was looking at it and seeing what people were thinking. But then on Thursday or Friday last week, I tried to log in. I couldn't even get into it. It just came up with a message saying, "You're banned. Delete your nonsense, God." So there you go. All right, Carmichael Station, how are you? Yeah, so that is why I got banned. As far as I know, that's what it looks like when I looked into it. So I believe the same. Yeah. I know they won't give them up because they're terrified, because everybody's got one. Who wants to be the first guy not to be protected? Yes, good, thank you very much. Yeah, it's supposed to have freedom of speech, but I was talking about this before with Jetboy. Twitter used to have freedom of speech, and now it's sort of clamping down. And if you don't agree with what they want you to agree with, they seem to be kicking you off one by one. You carry a gun at work. Is that right? Is that what you're saying? You carry a gun at work? They were going to arm school teachers, weren't they? I did a little video about it. about Donald Trump saying, let's arm teachers. Security job. Job security. Yeah, he was going to arm teachers. And you carry an AR-15? Oh, taser. I got hold of the first ever taser to come into UK a long, long time ago. And me and my friends used to try it out on each other. Before they fired the things, when they had the 2 pins on and you stuck it in people. Oh, I forgot what I was saying then. I need to get this done. Paul. Be right back. Oh yeah, tell you what I was saying. I was talking about Donald Trump saying to giving the teachers guns to protect the kids. And now I might be wrong, but I think most of the shootings in schools are done by the kids, and not by teachers or someone from the outside. Most of them, I think, are done by kids who are unhappy at school or bullied or brought up shit. But there's a lot less stress on a 15-year-old kid than there is on a school teacher. School teachers are in shit every day. They have to put up with shit from your kids. It's not a nice job if you don't live in a school that's controlled. And a lot more adults have mental health problems and depression than kids do. So if you're giving guns to teachers, what's going to stop teachers losing their shit? All right, Jessica Morales, how are you today? William Bennett works for government. He's like SAS or something like that. So, yeah, I don't agree with giving teachers guns. That's ridiculous. More guns is more deaths. So, canine dogs in schools. That's a good idea. Yeah. Dogs in schools. You should copyright that. Copyright that. You should start that company. Dogs Against Guns. Yeah, imagine that when they're pissed off with a teacher, taking the teacher's guns and wiping everybody out, or just wiping teachers out. A lot of bomb threats. Fucking hell. Funding, yeah. Got to start small and grow, haven't you? I have, in the past, had funding for businesses. And I don't think I will ever do it again. There's a point where you sort of lose momentum with it when you're paying all that money back. But growing slowly, there is something to be said for that. A bit of patience. I'm not saying that I'm trying to do this lot slowly. Right, I'm just what's that called? Just popping over there. I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in a second. Oh, I've moved things. Still here. I'm still here, but I'm miles away. Nope. Nothing in the world can I do. Lols. Can you hear me, lols? Can you hear God speaking? Oh, running out, look. Yeah, right. So I started writing this song. I have got a sense of humour. Do you know what? You'd be knackered without a sense of humour, wouldn't you? So I started writing this song for you. Import. And the idea is finished, but I haven't put the words to it or anything yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record me singing it, and then I'm just going to record just the music so that you can sing it once you've learnt it. Will that be okay for you? All right. Okay, mate. See you later. Right. So do you want to hear some of the song now? Do you want me to play you where we've got to? Or do you want to just wait until you hear the finished thing? Oh, he's rung me. This old stoner, how are you doing? Good to see you. I think we've got a gig, haven't we, coming up on Friday? All right, Stoney. Well, I'll just wait until this goes quiet, and then I'll play you sort of where we're at. It's a bit weak, but it'll be good when it's finished. Let's do it now. I'll just go grab a guitar. Hello. Can you hear that all right? Oh. Right, it's not by any means finished, right? It's just a mumbling of words, but I think it'll be finished soon. Right. Walking on the beach, we could never walk too far. Underneath the sheets, forgetting who we are. Where did all those feelings go? Where did all those feelings go? It's going to be something like that. Oh. But it's not finished yet. But it will be. So it's going to be, that was sort of the verse and the chorus. But I just need to build on them and make them a bit, so I know what I'm doing. And then we'll have you a song by end of next week. It'll be better than that when we do it. When it's finished, it'll be really good. The extreme close-ups. I was talking with another guy who writes songs. Oh, you don't have to write me one. You don't. I was talking to another friend of mine who writes songs, and like shitloads. He writes shitloads of songs, and he writes them for his own band, and he never earns any money. He never earns any money off them because he's writing them for himself. But I don't write any for myself. I just write them for other people, and there he's quite. This guy's good. His band's going to be famous, but I mean, down the line he might earn a lot of money, but. He speaks to me, I'm never going to be famous. And he speaks to me and he's like, hey, do you still earn money off songs? I'm like, yeah. He's gutted. He came to see us at weekend when we played. But, I mean, he gets to play. This guy played last year in front of 80,000 people. I played at the weekend in front of like 200. But oh, don't break it. So show you what we're doing. We're doing I don't know if you can see that. I'll see if I can see it. We're putting a Spitfire on a t-shirt in a minute. I thought it sounded pretty. I think it'll suit your voice as well. If you have a listen back to it and see if it's in your voice range, and if it isn't, then I'll put it into another key. Oops, don't break it. We've nearly finished now, guys. My time sat at this desk is nearly finished. I make the graphics. I design the graphics, and I put it onto the t-shirt, and I buy the t-shirts in from someone else. Baritone. I used to have a baritone guitar. I got rid of it because it was too complicated for me. Yeah, too complicated for me. I had a gent guitar as well, which was I had a gent guitar which was in D tune all the time as well. I find it really boring to play. It's a really boring sound. Boring. So it had a thick a thick string on it on the top E, on the bottom E, and I was getting to a point where I was avoiding playing that string because it was annoying me. I like the sound, I like that. So what I do now is I just detune one of my regular guitars if I have to play that. And I only play it in one song, and I don't like playing that. So, but I'm not the boss. I got told what to play, so I played it. Can't carry a note. If you haven't had the chance to see the guy who I video quite regular on a Sunday doing karaoke in the pub in heaven, if you haven't had chance to see him, then by all means visit my channel and go find the world's worst karaoke singer. The song, not this week, but the song that he sang last week, I was in awe at. Absolute genius. He sang Witch Doctor by the Cartoons. The guy can't sing. He doesn't sing in time or tune. It's so good. But he doesn't care. And it's brilliant. It's so good. I was speaking to him on Sunday this week. And he was saying, I don't know what I'm going to do now because I've got to top what I did before. I'm like, yeah, that's a tough call. So yeah, go and see him. He's shocking. I know you missed it. You were there as well. You were there. And then you didn't come back. 1 hour later, you could have come back. You could have seen the worst singer ever live. Can I do the profile photos, t-shirts? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean the profile of the guy who sings in the pub? Oh shit! The profile of the guy who sings in the pub. Is that what you want to see? All right, Star. Well, Lols is going to have some new music for you to listen to soon. Oh, my own profile photo. Yeah, it was on. Somebody put it on Cafe Press once. You were able to buy them off Cafe Press for a bit. Yeah, I'll do it. Where do you live, though? Fast and Fearless. Where do you live? Phone. Right, guys, I am about to finish and go and do some work over there. So I will. I'm going to finish up, and I'll see you all later. I'll probably pop into somebody else's room while I'm sat chatting. While I'm sat working. So, right, guys, thank you very much. And I will see you all later from heaven. Goodbye. How do I shut this down? Nobody knows that. Oh, it's not even on this computer. It's over there. That's why. So I'll see you all later. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. Look, I'm still here. Look, I'm right here. But now I can't get my microphone off this. Look, it's stuck. I sellotaped it on because I don't have a proper stand. Come on. I made a right mess of that. There we go. Here we are, look. There we go. How do I stop it? Right, that's it. I found it. See you later.